Hey guys, and welcome back to Rhone's Corner. Now, one thing that you may notice is that I do not have my webcam feed up. I am actually sick. I've come down with a cold, and I am not looking the best. I am not ready for people to see me. So, there's going to be no camera feed today, and unfortunately, due to me being sick, I'm also not going to be streaming console. I'll be streaming PC. So we're going to hit up Feed the Beast Pyramid Reborn again. We've had a little bit of time on this already. I think we've had a little bit of time on this already in streaming. Otherwise I started recording, but they didn't work out. Anyway, either way, this is going to be the start of Feed the Beast Pyramid Reborn. And I'm going to be turning the stream and breaking it down into 20-minute videos, and I'll be uploading them throughout the week. So, you guys can expect a bit more content coming out on YouTube if you don't have the time to come and catch me on the stream. For those of you who do catch me on the stream, I now have the Twitch channel actually up and running on my second screen off to the right here, so I can see if you guys chat to me. I can actually see you chat now. Alright, so without further ado, let's get down to it. I do apologize for a bit of the lackluster in my voice, but, oh wait, no, not this one. But yeah, I do apologize for a bit of the lackluster in my voice. As I said, I am feeling a bit under the weather today. And this is my single player save. We don't want to go in that. Single player. Oh, looks like we have. Alright, well, since how this is going to be the start of a series, let's go from scratch. Waiting. Playing the waiting game. There is one good thing about being sick. It makes my voice sound like this. Maybe I shouldn't have been bothered deleting it. Oh, there we go. Alright. Create from template. Pyramid Reborn. Live stream series. So I am considering doing this particular Minecraft map a little bit more often. I know that a lot of the people who watch me on YouTube actually started following me on YouTube due to me playing Minecraft, and I know that it's still quite popular. So if that's something that you're looking into watching, then yeah, it'll be coming out really soon. Almost there. So for those of you who don't know, Feed the Beast Pyramid was actually an old map, and from what I hear, it's basically the map that started mod packs. They put a whole bunch of packs together, and they came up with Pyramid. And this is a redone version with all the latest updates to a lot of the mods that are out there at the moment. So it is basically Skyblock, but you have a book that in quite a lot of the what was that? Oh, yeah, good. You haven't joined or created a team yet. Click here. My team. This feature is disabled. Click here to hide this message. Why is the feature? What? Why is the feature disabled? Go away. Sorry about that. I swear I keep changing it so that it doesn't come up there. It comes up onto the right side screen, but it keeps coming up there. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, especially if you download the mod pack now-ish, I think that this is still a bug. The guidebook does not work. It is useless. Alright, a few tips. So, while we're starting the traditional way, growing trees, hoping for saplings to get some wood. Yes, a few tips. So, bone meal and fertilizer in this pack are 100% success rate. There is no such thing in this pack, at least, about standing there with 3 stacks worth of bone meal and nothing happens. It either works or it doesn't. which I think I haven't tested it with like the height limit and all that sort of stuff, but I think that it just like it's a straight up it will work 100%. But yeah, we won't be using bone meal for much longer anyway, so. And I'll show you guys why. Bone meal is good, and once we get a mob farm up and running, it will be easy enough to come by. But until we get that up and running, well, it's a little bit more difficult. So we want to try and save as much of that as possible. Keep your apples. If you have to eat your apples early on, okay, but for the most part, try and keep them, because I'll show you why a little bit later, but they're like the best thing for what you're going to be using with fertilizer. Okay, some oak slabs, start getting this going old school. Because when working with skyblock, the safest way is to have bottom slabs. Now over there is the challenges area. It has different bits and pieces of this. It's sort of like your quest book over there, where you get your rewards and all that sort of stuff too. So we'll be going over there at some point, probably fairly soon, just so that I can show you guys where it is. We'll be wanting to get started over there fairly quickly anyway, because I found that on my current save, I think I have sunk 160 something hours into it, and I haven't done all that much. It's very easy to just get sidetracked in this mod pack and just focus on the building, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm aware of this. Alright. Oh yeah. The keyboard shortcuts, like holding shift and having all of the planks come out, that's not in this. You can't do that, which is unfortunate. We want to get to that. That's the nether portal. Alright, we also don't want the bucket with us, because I did a lot of deliberation about this, and I'm going to keep it with keep inventory off. That's right, we are going to be playing Skyblock the dangerous way, living on the edge. Down. I like this. This is bedrock. Now, I don't know whether it's saying that that right there is bedrock. I mean, I know that's bedrock, but I don't know whether it's saying that's bedrock or that's the level of bedrock. There's an ender portal. I guess we have access to these things already. And straight into the nether. Now, the nether is void as well, as you'll see in a sec. There is nothing here. Nothing at all. Except for the last gift. So we need the sand, and we want everything that's in here. Don't bother trying to get that. They're easy enough to make very soon, and it's very difficult to get it as far as I'm aware. I haven't managed to do it, not without having keep inventory true and like chasing after it. And now back up to the top. How have you guys been? It's been a while since I've done an actual proper series, so it should prove interesting. Although technically this is going to be like a series based off of a stream. So yeah, I don't know. If you guys join me in the stream, then you'll get sneak previews. Or, yeah, sneak previews of what's happening. And if you don't join me in the stream, well then you'll have to wait until it comes out on YouTube. But from what my brain can calculate at the moment, if I break these episodes up into 20-minute intervals, which is what I usually use for recording, it comes to 6 episodes a week because of the 2-hour thing. So once I get this running properly, you guys can expect content almost daily again. Almost daily. Alright. Let's head on over to here. Although the first thing that we're going to want to do is setting up something. Here we go. We want this, and we want this, and I've made too many of these logs into planks, because why would I want to do it the correct way? Alright, so in this is called a resource generator. And this, when paired up with a item frame and an item inside said item frame, will generate that item using power. So the original power source that we're going to be using is called a C-back generator. Now, this may not work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is going to be interesting to see. There is vein miner on this, so be careful when using it, because if you're like me and you build most of your base or most of your skyblock base out of the same material, and you do it accidentally where you mine up one of them while holding down the button, you say goodbye to your entire base, more or less. Okay, now to power this up initially, it uses heat generated from the furnace. So if we chuck some oak wood in here in order to make charcoal, you'll see that this temperature is now going up, and once that temperature reaches a certain temperature, once it reaches a certain level, it will start to produce it'll start to produce power. So you can see that power's being generated here. Now, if we put an item frame on there, and we take our other bit of cobble, and we throw cobble on there, it will start spitting out cobble, which is not exactly crap. This planning, people, planning, 100% effective. Put it in the wrong spot.
Would you like some tea?
Yes, please.
Your one or Earl?
Earl Grey, please. I'm getting tea. Okay. So, as you've just seen, if you don't put a chest on top, it will start spitting it just everywhere. So, put a chest on top. Alright, and that'll start generating cobblestone for us. And this will stop generating power because it's not cooking anything anymore. So we want to get more oak saplings. And no, we can't do what I was thinking of before. So as quick as possible, I want to stop using this bone meal and start using the fertilizer. But in order to use the fertilizer, like the compost fertilizer, hang on a sec, I'll show you. In order to start using this fertilizer from actually additions, we need to be able to make biomash. And biomash we use with a knife. We have to use a knife and a varying range of food. Cooked apples is the best one to use when it comes to this stuff. But we don't have iron yet, which we need in order to make the knife. Okay, over to the island, Now, some of the rules of the map are that we cannot build on here. Now, I see a lot of people make an exception to these rules based on a few different points. Here, you're supposed to hook an RF energy production up to this, because one of the quests or challenges is to come up with 30 million RF. Now, how exactly are you going to get 30 million RF from your base over here to that point there without building over the island in some fashion? Same with the EU energy input, the forestry biomass, and the petroleum input as well. So a lot of people do turn around and say, look, you have to at certain points, but the main thing is that you shouldn't build too much, especially over that. That's, yeah, somewhere that you just don't build. That's like hallowed ground, which I'm not going to bother trying to get to because it's a parkour challenge to get there. And although I say parkour challenge, it's more a case of you just got to jump from block to block, but with my current reflexes and the fact that I'm holding on to items that do not break, the clay axe and clay pickaxe are from balanced clay tools. They do not break, but they do no damage to mobs, but they're really handy to have around. But yeah, you don't get this sort of stuff back unless you come down around here and you stand on this button for 5 minutes, and then it will send all items through to there. Knowledge bank. This has all the manuals and all that sort of stuff for the mod packs that are in this. So yeah, you put in the items that it's requesting. So for some of these, like this one here, a garden glock or glosh or whatever it is, you craft that and put it into this chest. Complete the objectives on the screens, place objectives in chest, wait for reward. In case of emergency, quest can be repeated. So you craft that, put it in there, it disappears, and then these items will get put into there as your reward. So, first thing we really want is iron. I know that because there's quests on the back here too. Iron is around here somewhere. Here, this. Furnace, oh no, not furnace generator. Basic drawer. Basic drawer will give us basalt, iron, redstone, lapis, and marble. And I've been running too much. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm going to have to eat one of those apples. You can see our cobblestone's coming along nice. But yeah, let's eat one of those apples. And we are going to hand in that quest straight away. Basic drawer from storage drawers mod. Because we really want to start getting the iron production and the redstone production up and running. The other stuff, it doesn't matter as much, but we really got to start getting that iron and redstone going. Come on. There we go. Basalt, marble, lapis, redstone, iron. Because, as I said, that iron... Now, it is advised to keep these extra bits that you're not using, keep one of them safely put away somewhere. So we're going to put them next to the chest. Yeah, next to the crafting table. There. And we're going to take that off. And we're going to put iron in. We have iron. Oh, but to get the knife we also need... We need 2 iron and flint. Flint is made of gravel. And the knife requires leather. Which, once we start getting zombies and that sort of thing, once our mob farm is up and running, we should be pretty good on that. Yeah, for now, we'll just leave that in there. And we will use 4 so that we can get some torches going, because that'll give us 16. Because the last thing we want is for a mob, is for a zombie or a skeleton, especially a skeleton. We don't want a skeleton to spawn and shoot us straight off the edge. Alright, I need to make sure that I remember that that hole is where I put the water. And then, yeah, it'll take me down. So, we're gonna build outwards here a little bit. And, yeah, we could probably do it off to the side here, even. Because later on I'll end up turning this into a farm. So we're making a tree farm, essentially. 1, 2, 3. Because later on there is industrial foregoing in this pack as well. So we can set up like an automatic farm later. But for now, we will have to do things manually. Oh